I will be examining Rafiki, which at this moment in time is challenging attitudes, history, and laws. I will be explaining why I find it such a significant case and how it's changing the world just by existing. Set in Nairobi, the story revolves around two young women who come from opposing political families. During the course of the film, they begin to fall in love with each other, but must either choose love or safety, as homosexuality is illegal in Kenya. Throughout the film, it explores the difficulties they must face and discusses the blatant injustices and hypocrisy within the society they live. Despite the advances in the legalization of gay marriage across the world in the last few years, there is still an ignorance among Westerners that homosexuality is still criminalised and punishable by prison time in over 34 African countries. In Nairobi, it's no different, and the girls in the film face that. It casts light on the terrible treatment and reaches out on a personal level for people to sympathise and call for change. The writer and director, Rafiki, set out the intent to normalise the relationship, as well as explore these themes of the cruelty within the laws, which relates to her previous work about challenging unjust systems. Her past films before Rafiki also prove her success, as she has received several awards for films she's written and directed, earning her global recognition. Therefore, the actual distribution of the film was at the Cannes Film Festival, which brought it international attention and a standing ovation. With the knowledge that her film will challenge the government's laws and immediately be banned for the homosexual theme and clear intent to promote lesbianism, she managed to use her status to make sure her film would be seen and bring attention to the issues within it. In Cannes, it then won the Uncertain Regard Award and therefore brought global support to the message of the film and the need to change the laws. Kahiu even sued the Kenyan Film Classification Board that banned the film in the first place in order to get it seen by the general public. However, only when it was argued that if the film was public, it would be possible for it to be submitted and win at the Oscars, and therefore would be the first Kenyan film to do so in the category. It was here things changed. The attention and influence an Oscar could bring would benefit the economy hugely, since there are multiple companies dedicated to stimulating growth and economy in the creative industries to create more jobs. This would be an opportunity to miss out on growth. Therefore, in September, the film was available for the public for exactly 7 days, so it would be eligible for the awards corridor. In a limited time, it made 3.3 million Kenyan shillings, proving the public were interested and perhaps more understanding than the laws enforce them to be. In an ideal future, the government would change this form of censorship and allow Rafiki to be available for anyone and not just for qualifying. But even though the intentions were not noble, it's a step in the right direction and ultimately brings attention to the topic of gay rights to the public. Therefore, perhaps we'll be seeing more progress of the LGBT rights in cinema, culture, and even law.